Tinting your Tesla Model 3 is one of the most important modifications that you can make to not only enhance the interior comfort or the exterior look, but also to improve its efficiency. Now, having said that, the Tesla Model 3 is actually a very unique car due to the fact that there are a lot of electrical components that are basically hidden around the interior. Not every shop is equipped or have the right capability to tint your Tesla Model 3. In addition to that, you also need to choose the right film to maximize the heat rejection. The front windshield is really hard to tint in a Tesla Model 3 just because between the windshield, the front windshield, and the dash, where there's a hidden gap, there are a variety of electronic components that lies beneath it. And if water does get in, if the tint installer is unprofessional, unprepared, or does not know what he's doing, he's really gonna fry your electronic system. And that happens to some of the Tesla owners that I have noticed on various forums. Now, there's a few things that I do want to mention, and that is the rear windshield. Now, sometimes the rear windshields, as you might have heard, it cracks for some reason, and some Tesla owners have reported that the windshields got cracked. And I think there's a couple reasons for that, and this was really documented on one of the tint websites and also a few other forums. One of them is, of course, the Tesla drivers are not driving their car properly. They are running over curve, and therefore it causes a flex in the frame, and the frame, of course, the result is it cracks the windshield. That's the first reason. The second reason is tinting your windshield. There is a slight chance that can also cause a crack in the rear windshield as well. Now, you might wonder, how does tinting a rear windshield, especially the one piece, causes a crack? Well, the reason is because the way how nano ceramic works is there's two ways how it lowers the infrared and the total solar energy transmission into the cabin. The first thing is it deflects the sun off your windshield, and the second is the ceramic particles that's actually in the windshield absorbs the heat, and when it absorbs the heat, the windshield gets hot, and the longer it stays in the sun, the longer your car is parked in the sun, the warmer your windshield is. And what that does is heat tends to break things. As a consequence, that can definitely crack your windshield. And so if you are planning to tint your car, it is advised, just based on my opinion, that you don't want to go with the Formula 1 Stratus for the back windshield for that very reason. Why? It is an expensive film, and the reason why it is expensive film is because there is a double layer of nano ceramics. That's the reason why it has a better heat rejection. As a consequence, there's more heat gets trapped into your windshield, and that can possibly crack your windshield. There are three types of film that you can use. That's either a dye film, a carbon film, or the best of all, the nano ceramic film. Now, there are basically a few major companies that makes all these film. The first major company that you might have heard of is Lumar, and they are the one that are making Huber Optics, Lumar CTX 300, Formula 1 Pinnacles, and Formula 1 Stratus. That's some of the major names. Suntech is also made by Lumar as well. So, just because you selected a brand, it doesn't mean it's not coming from the same company. There's also 3M that makes the 3M crystalline films. There's Johnson & Johnson that makes their own ceramic films. And also there's Medical that has the Wincos series, and also the Wincos ceramic, the Black Pearl Signature, and the Black Pearl Signature ceramic is made by Medical. There's also Prestige that makes also great films. I believe they make PhotoSync. So not a lot of major players out there. There's one major player, which is the Lumar, and that's a very well-known brand. Almost everyone loves Lumar, but not every shop carries Lumar. So, just to get you an idea of the different types of film that you should be looking at, we want to look in terms of our Tesla Model 3, or if you own a different type of Tesla, you want the film that maximizes the heat rejection. The one that does that job pretty well is the ceramic film. Now, when looking into types of film to use, we tend to look for films that has a total solar energy rejection that's highest. So here's a list of all the variety of brands and their total solar energy rejection level. So as you can see, most of them actually do a pretty good job of rejecting the solar energy. The best one rejects around like 75-ish%, all the way down to, it could go as low as 30 to 35% for the carbon. The ceramic films, they're hanging around like 50 to 60%. I'm rating this at a 35% visibility light transmission. That's when you're looking from the outside into the cabin. Tint shop is gonna carry multiple brands. Most tint shops will carry either Luma brand, the Medical brand, the 3M brand. They're not gonna like mix and match for you. So once you're able to settle down on the brand that you like, and to be completely honest with you, they're all pretty decent, including the Suntech Carbon CXP series. They're all pretty decent. So I don't think you should have an issue with those. It basically comes down to your price range mostly. It is time to look at the pricing sheet. Now, I compiled this list of pricing based on the most popular tint shops out there that are around where I live, that carries a variety of different types of films, as you can see. I'm not going to name any names just because you might be in a different state and they're not going to be around. So let's take a look. I think all these films are gonna do a great job of rejecting the solar energy. Personally, I do want to go ceramics just because I know I'm gonna keep my car for a long period of time, and therefore I want to just, you know, get the one that has good quality and it hopefully maximizes my heat rejection. So ceramic is what I personally would go with. The brand of course matters, but I think these are all pretty solid brands that have been around for a very long time. A lot of Tesla's owners are mixing and matching up with these brands, and I haven't heard any bad results from them. So again, it comes down to what you can afford. So the first thing you want to do is you want to basically make a decision on the brand that you want to use, whether it's Lumar CTX 300, Formula 1 Pinnacles, Crystalline, the Medical, the 3M Crystalline, the Johnson & Johnson. Pick a brand. The next thing you do is, again, not every tint shop is gonna carry the brand that you want. You want to go to the manufacturer's website. There they should have a link for you, or they should have a search locator that you can locate a dealer for that specific film. Once you have located the dealer icon, go ahead and search for the dealer that actually install that particular film that you want to choose. Once you have found the shop, go ahead and look up their Yelp rating. Go ahead and call them up. Ask them, have you done any Teslas? How comfortable are you with installing Tesla's front windshield, rear windshield? And remember, the rear windshield, usually you want to get it done in a one piece. It is a really big windshield, and not every installer is going to have that capability and that technicality to get it done in one piece. In addition, they might not even carry the right size of film to get it done in one piece. So you definitely want to make sure that you check that out. So make sure you find an installer that has tint Tesla Model 3s. I got mine done at Tint Pros in Newport Beach, and the one I chose is the Pinnacle 1 Ceramic Formula. I really enjoy their, I think that film is great for the price, and also the quality of the work is amazing at that place, and the price is also within my range as well. So I'm going to leave the contact information for you in the description. If you're interested and you live around Southern California, give them a call, and I think they will definitely take care of you because they work with a lot of Teslas and they carry quality tint films. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you to decide, but remember, you want to pick a shop that work with Tesla cars. Nowadays, a lot of shops are trying to think they work with a lot of Tesla cars, so you have to be careful, you have to be selective. it's okay to call them up and talk to them and see how comfortable they are. Okay, there's a couple of reasons why the price is a bit more expensive for the Teslas. First of all, they really have to do a lot of prep work to make sure that your car is well covered before they actually get a tint so that they don't break anything. That's part of the reasons. The second is because they will tend to kind of take their time a little bit, and of course it's a Tesla, so they tend to jack up the price, and I think that's the other reason, that's the confounding factor that they don't really tell you. All right, so that's my 2 cents for you. I hope you guys make a good decision. Remember, go pick out the brand, go to the manufacturer's website, search up the tint shops, look at the Yelp rating, call them and verify that they worked with Teslas before and that they take the necessary steps to protect your car, and hopefully enjoy your car. I'll talk to you in the next video.